Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create the one-page summary. And my favorite form of one-page summary is, of course, the mind map. So what we do with the mind map is we start off with our keyword in the center, our heading, and our name of our topic is, of course, Martin Luther King. And I always start off in the center with a bubble, something like so. Then I go to 1 o'clock, so just like a clock, and I take the first heading, which of course is early years. And we know that he was born, so watch this, in Atlanta in 1929. Very quick, very easy. We know his father was a minister, and we also know that Martin Luther King was very much influenced in his early years by the books and the Bible. So again, very quick, very easy. That's the first heading done. 7 keywords. We move on to the second one. So we know that he went to college. And again, thicker branch in the center. And the college he went to, again, Boston University. So again, I'm just pushing out the line. And this is where he met Coretta Scott. And they got married in 1929. Very quick, very easy. Couple of keywords. Again, I swish out the branch and then I put the word on top of each branch. Now, sometimes with a mind map, you have to actually move the page around. Now, the rise to prominence of King. Again, thicker branch in the center, and then I push out the next branch. This is when he joined the crowd called the NAACP. He also became pastor of a Baptist church, and that was called Dexter. We know he became president of the Montgomery Improvement Association. I prefer just to put the MIA, so lots of abbreviations. Around this time was the Rosa Parks incident, and this is when she was on the bus and they organized a boycott. I'm always looking for BB, so certainly easy words that you can remember. And of course, they ended up in the Supreme Court. So again, all I'm looking for is 6, 7, 8 keywords, and bang, I'm on to the next heading. So now I come around 1, 2, 3, and I'm coming around like so to the next heading. And the next heading we know is influences. Now this is where people get stuck because they have to move backwards. So again, we have to go against what we're normally used to doing, but it's very easy. We know that in his influences, he formed the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. I'm just going to put the SCLC. We know that he was influenced by a guy called Reinhold Niebuhr. And again, with this guy, he was also influenced by Gandhi. And what he liked, or what appealed to him, was the non-violent approach. And again, all I'm doing is putting a keyword on each branch, and I use different colors as well. So the next one then, we know that he won the Nobel Prize. So again, for this heading, we know that, again, I just push out the branch, and that was in 1965. Again, a new color for the next heading, because all around this time, King was really had this very, very powerful voice. And of course, everybody remembers that famous speech in Washington. And of course, this is the I Have a Dream speech. Again, very quick, very easy. Last heading then, we know that this was to do with his death, which occurred in Memphis. The guy who killed him was a guy called James Earl Ray. And he was influenced, had Nazi tendencies, and this happened in 1968. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a couple of images just to kind of trigger a few things. We know he was born. There's little baby Martin Luther King. We know he got married And again, little love heart there. So again, the images just make it a little bit easier to trigger off in your own head. The bus boycott. Here we have my effort of a bus. And of course he won the Nobel Prize. And that's my effort of a ribbon for a prize. And of course we have the I have a dream speech. And maybe you want to put that in a bubble because it's a dream. So there you have it. There we have a mind map. All we have is 7 or 8 headings with about 30 or 40 keywords. Very simple, very quick. And what you'll find is by doing this way, you might enjoy putting together the one-page summaries quickly and easy.